Hello everybody, I'm celebrating not with a glass of champagne today but with a cup of good old-fashioned tea. It is Earl Grey tea. What am I celebrating, you might ask? I'm celebrating the fact that I am glad to be alive. I haven't been very glad to be alive very much this month, I have to say. I've been a bit up and down. It's all right. Just looking out the window, there's an Amazon delivery van reversing out of our drive as a car is trying to come down, which is quite amusing. Anyway, let me stay focused because I don't want to take up too much of your time. 22nd of April. 22nd of April 2020, I was diagnosed with cancer for the second time in a 10-year period. And touch wood, all is good. I'm cancer free as we speak and feeling fairly healthy, which is a testament to our wonderful NHS. Wish the government thought that our NHS was wonderful, but that's another story I don't want to go into. But anyway, 3 years since my diagnosis, and this is my third Glad to Be Alive challenge. And I recently, about a month ago, sent out very belatedly the first prize winnings for last year's first prize winner. So I'll stick that on now. Hello, it has been a very long time since my Glad to Be Alive challenge 2022, but the first prize is actually going out of the door at long last. There are 4 parts of this prize. 3 of them have been made for an absolute age. The 4th one has taken me some time and I've procrastinated and lost my mojo, but it is all done. So without further ado, the lovely Anne Lane won first prize in my challenge last year. I asked everybody to make me a pair of inches, I think it was. Yes, a pair of inches. And second and third prizes went out pretty promptly and I filmed those, so look back through my, I think it's Glad to Be Alive 2022 playlist. I think those videos are in there, but the prizes are all bespoke to the winners. So the first prize winner had the choice of a handmade, hand knitted bear, heirloom bear or a gnome, and Anne chose a bear. And I name my bears after detectives, and Anne wanted her bear to be named after or to be in the style of Frost, Detective Frost, played by David Jason. And I have shown him on my channel before, but here he is. Stands up like that. Let's just measure how tall he is. He is about 4 inches tall. Yeah, so he's not massive. He's a chunky little beast. And Jack Frost is a bit of a grey character. So yeah, I've done him in this grey yarn that I bought from Isaja yarns, and it's very, very fine, and I think it's knitted on 2mm needles, and it's beautiful yarn actually, and it wasn't terribly expensive. I think it was about £6, and I've got loads of it left. It's 100% wool. Look at his little bottom there. And his arms and legs are jointed, and he's got this little cardigan, which is made out of one of my little yarn minis from Sherry Iris's Yarn Advent from 2021. So there he is, and I've done his little moustache because he's got a grey moustache. So there he is. So that's him. All winners got a box of 6x6 curated papers. So this is the one that I've done for Anne. She wanted floral themes on her boxes. She likes flowers and butterflies, and that's what we've got in here. So a lot of these are double-sided. We've got all these flowers. We've got these lovely papers from Craft Consortium. I love these. When I'm on a allowing myself to buy more, I shall get some more of these, because they're very useful. They're very useful for making envelopes, and they're very useful for a quick background for cards. You can stencil over them and stamp on them quite nicely. Yeah, and these ones look like a little bit like alcohol ink paintings, don't they, with the gold on there. So it won't take too long over this. There's a real variety. So a lot of double-sided, not all of them are. I just went with what I thought Anne would like. So there's a real breadth of colours and patterns and themes. So some more, these are first edition papers, natural ones. So snails, no, snails aren't everybody's cup of tea, but it's quite sweet with the little insects on there. And you've got ladybugs on the other side if you don't like the snails. A little bit of Christmas paper from Graphic 45. Do love a bit of Graphic 45 paper. I think this might be Craft Consortium as well. No, not Craft Consortium, first edition. Yeah, so you've got two of those, so you can have one of each side. I think this is Craft Consortium. Or first edition, I forget which. It might be first edition now I'm coming to look at it. So yeah, she wanted floral themed. So there's lots of flowers in here. You've got two of each of those. So, and these are nice. They've got a little bit of a pearlescent sheen on them. Nice sprig. So I think I said there would be 50, but there might be more. Look at the lovely little birds on these. Some tartan. I think that's a Christmas paper. This is Crafter's Companion paper. Really nice, pretty, delicate florals there. This is Violet Studio, I think. Oh, there's a separate one in there. That's one of these. I don't know where I got these from, but they're really kind of like, you could do good origami with those because they're quite thin. How are we doing for time? Gosh, nearly 6 minutes already. I can't have Witter. Yeah, and the inside and outside of this box is lined. Just some more papers. Curated out of my stash. I love polka dot. This is a hunky-dory paper, very super smooth, and it's got foiling on it. The idea is that you can ink blend on those really nicely, and then these will pop more. This is Graphic 45. No, that is... Yes, it is Graphic 45, yes. And that is that. Put that way. So, yeah, those are the papers. They're 6 by 6 in a box. So I hope that she will like those. There we go. Then there were 8 cards. So for the box of cards, I think for the box itself, Anne said she would like floral and reds and blues. So I've got this paper here. Just put a little butterfly on there. So reds and blues. And we've stuck with the floral theme by and large in here. So 8 little 3 by 3 cards with handmade envelopes. I won't bother showing you the envelopes. So little Lavinia bird, some Lavinia stamps on Cosmic Shimmer background, a little bit of inking, Tim Holtz clipping with shining eyes, some Graphic 45 paper with florals, nature theme, inspire, it says there. This is a background I made, and it's got some stenciling of a flower with crackle paste. It just says, to true friend. This is part of a Julie Hickey stamp on one of my stenciled backgrounds. Dreams of Beauty. This is a really nice little image I found of Craftwork cards paper. I just really liked the soft kind of hand-drawn nature of it with the word friendship there. This is one of my inky backgrounds with stenciling, a little tiny bit of stamping in the background, and I've just layered up some Tim Holtz ephemera. One of the best, it says. So again, all of these kind of sentiments on here are just very generic. You know, they can be for any occasion. Don't take these moments for granted. I think that's some Prima paper. And then the last one, a little bit of a background that I did with some stenciling through that square stencil, a little bit of Tim Holtz washi tape there. It says heartfelt, and it's got some gold acrylic paint circle bits on there, and this is a Joe Firth Young stamp, one of my favorites, Don't Eat the Daisies. Love that stamp. So those are the 8 cards. Then yes, the pièce de resistance was the A to Z mini album of favourite things. So Anna's had to wait a long time for this, so I've made a box. It's covered in Stamperia paper. I think it's called Wonderland, the 12 by 12 paper. Look at this gorgeous dragonfly image. I cut this off the cover. So the album, I think this measurement here is 3 1/4. It's got a chunky spine. It is quite a thick spine. And answer to later said book of favourite things. I'm just going to give you a really quick flick through this because I shall make a separate in-depth video. So it's covered inside and out. It is very stiff. I do apologise about that. But yeah, as you can see, we've got A. So Anne chose some of the elements. Her list was quite concise, so I've added some things. So there's A, here's B with some flippy flappy up bits, but as I say, don't worry too much, I shall do a separate video on this. C, D, it's got most of the pages have got flippy flappy up bits. E, F, G, well, that little bit's got bent now because it sticks out over the top. H, I. I've done a separate video for Anne. Made for Anne really, because she might miss some of the flippy flappy up bits. J was for jelly beans. It took me a long time to do this, but I'm glad I've done it in the end. K is very simple. L, or I do like L. Let's show you L. So L was for love and laughter. So this is a little Joe Firth Young mini stamp. And then I've found out of one of my little bird books, the lesser spotted woodpecker. And then this comes down. And we've got little Lavinia images there for Lavinia stamps. M was for all sorts of things. N, O, P, Q. Now this I did enjoy. Well, I enjoyed all the pages in the end. Yes, Q is for quilting or quilts, and I've got a lovely little tiny nesting die set. I think it came free with a magazine, I'm not sure. And these little hexagons have got stitched details on, so I just die cut loads of different ones and put them together. Really like that. I think that's quite effective. And then R, oh, this I do like because I'm my little rainbow there. R was for roses and rainbows. Just bring that up a little bit more for you so you can see my cosmic shimmer rainbow. S, as I say, I'm really not showing you this in its full glory because I've done a more in-depth video. T, U, I wonder if you can guess what U was for. U was for umbrella. V was for violets. W, I thought I got my alphabet in the wrong order then. Yeah, W was for woodland. X was for x-ray fish. Y was for Yankee candles. And Z was for Zentangle. It was one of my first attempts at Zentangling. I didn't have very good pens. Yes, I think I could get into Zentangling. I've got some better pens now. So that is that. That's way longer than I wanted this video to be. I shall do this, put it back in its box and get it in the post to Anne. And if you think, oh, I like those things, you might not. You might think, what a load of utter twaddle. I will be hosting another giveaway challenge. Glad to be alive challenge, which I'll be launching on the 22nd of April because that is the anniversary date of my last cancer diagnosis. So I celebrate that I am still alive on that date. And if you're interested in entering, watch out for that on the 22nd of April, and you too could win some lovelies like this. Do take care, everybody. Bye now. Sorry for any repetition, but yes, as I think I said in that video, I was in email communication with Anne, apologising. I'd lost my mojo a bit, and everything was done apart from the A to Z mini album. And actually, once I sat down and got stuck into it, I really enjoyed it. And as I said in that video, I will be doing a more detailed flick through of that album. And it's important that you see it because these are the prizes. So I am doing 3 prizes, as I've done in all 3 giveaways. So the first prize winner will have the choice of either a little bear, detective bear, and you can have your bear knitted after a detective of your choice, or a gnome. It won't be this gnome because I'm keeping this one, and I don't know whether I can get these colours anymore, but you will, if you want to go down the gnome route. Sorry, the sun is out as I'm filming this. If you want to go down the gnome route, you need to let me know 3 colours that kind of contrast. So on this one, her nose is yellow, her hair is yellow, her bottom and her hat are this florid green, and then her body and arms are this colour. So and her mittens are the same as her hat. Yes. So you would just need to let me know what 3 colours you would like your gnome in, and I will do something that I think looks nice. So yeah, first part of the first prize is a knitted little teddy bear. Be one of my little heirloom bears. They come out, depends on the yarn that I use and the size of needle that I use, but they come out about that, which is about 4 inches. Okay, and they're weighted, so they feel quite heavy, and their arms and legs are jointed. So that's part of the first prize. You will also get, I haven't got anything to show you because it's all going to be made bespoke to you. You will get, as in previous years, a box with 50 6x6 papers in, curated from my stash. You know that I like nice papers, so there will be 50 6x6 papers in a handmade box. There will also be, I will make for you 8 3x3 note cards that will be in a handmade box. You let me know what colours, what themes. So I think off the top of my head, Anne liked, she wanted reds and blues on the box, and she she liked floral butterfly things. So that was the kind of vibe that I went down for her. That's that. And you will get an A to Z of your favourite things. And all you need to do is just send me a list. If you win, you don't need to do this if you don't need to do this now, but if you win, you send me a list of things that are, that you like. So for A, you might have acorns and antlers, whatever, and as many things as you can think of for each letter. It sparks my imagination more, and you'll get a nice little album with flippy up bits like Anne did. I might construct the album in a different way. I need to experiment a bit, but it'll be very similar to what Anne got. Okay, so that's the first prize. You get all of that. Second prize, you get the box of cards, the box of paper, in colours and themes that you like. Broad themes, so if you're butterflies, florals, I can't go as kind of detailed as shells, or but if you say nature inspired, or blues, or it gives me something to play with. So you get the box of papers, 50 6x6 papers. You get the box of 8 3-inch cards with handmade envelopes. You will also get a hand knitted hat. And I'll link in the description of this video the second and third outgoing prizes from last year's challenge, so you can see the kind of things that I'm talking about. So you get a hat in a rough choice of your colours, and with the hat you've got a choice of whether you want it with ear flaps or without ear flaps, and with a pom, and it'll have a pom-pom on the top. Okay, so you can have a hat without ear flaps or a hat with ear flaps, and whichever choice you choose, it'll have a pom-pom on it. So you get the hat, and then you'll get a little mini album. Either you can choose from, what did I say, nature themed or Alice in Wonderland themed. So a little mini album. It won't be as complex as Anne's, because this is the second prize. Okay, third prize is the box of cards, the box of papers. Again, you let me know colours, broad themes. And then the third part of your third prize, I'm going to hand knit you a pair of socks that will fit your feet. They will just be short ankle socks, and they'll be in a plain stitch like this, I think. That's what I'm thinking at the moment, but let me know kind of like colours, and it will be in a super smooth yarn like this. It'll be 100, it won't be 100% wool, it'll be what they call 75% superwash, so it's 75% merino yarn, which is soft, and it's got nylon in it, 25% nylon, which makes it washable at 30 degrees, machine washable at 30 degrees. So yeah, you just let me know what colour you want your socks in. You need to measure your foot length so that I can knit them to fit you specifically. I do like knitting socks. And if I get 50 entries, there will be a fourth prize to be confirmed. Okay, not quite sure what that's going to be, but it'll involve something knitted and something paper crafted, just to reflect the paper and twine part of my channel. So yes, I am really glad to be alive. It's been a strange old month as April, been a bit up and down kind of with my own mental health and things going on, as you know, but actually at the heart of it, and when the sun's out, I'm feeling really, really grateful to be alive. I'm also really grateful for all of you lovely subscribers, which is why I'm doing this giveaway, and it does take me a lot of time and effort for these prizes. You know, I'm not just going down the easy route of giving you a PayPal payment or just sending you something that I've bought. My heart and soul is going into these prizes for you, so I hope that you'll take part in this challenge. Now, what do you have to do? I will put all the rules in the description box. It is important that you are a visible subscriber. Don't just jump on the bandwagon because you want a prize. You might not want a prize, and that's fine, but you know, some of you comment all the time, and I was really thrilled that Anne in particular won the first prize last year, because she comments on every single video that I put up, regardless of what the subject matter is, and that's commitment and dedication, isn't it? So I was really pleased that she in particular won the first prize. So you must be a visible subscriber, you must be over 18. That's not my rules, that's YouTube rules. And yeah, this isn't a collaboration with YouTube, this is me. I would like you to make me something, and I'm mindful of post and the cost of post, particularly international. So all I want you to do is to create me a work of art that is 2.5 inches square. So it's not a twinchy, it's not an inchy, it's a 2.5 a 2.5 inch square work of art. It can have some dimension in it, but I'm hoping to put these in an album, so don't go mad with dimension. And it doesn't have to be paper crafting, it could be something that you've crocheted that's 2.5 inches square. It could be a tiny piece of embroidery, freehand embroidery, that is 2.5 inches square. I'd like you to give a thumbs up on this video. I'd like you to, if you can, share this video in some way, either on your own YouTube platform, or via Instagram or via Facebook, but please share. I would like my channel to grow. If you can do a VR, that would be absolutely fantastic. If you do a VR, I'll give you an extra entry, actually. Yeah, I'll do that. If you do a VR, I'll give you 2 entries into this. It is open internationally for the second and third prize only. I'm sorry, I can't send the first prize. It would just be too costly, I think. And as you know, I don't earn mega bucks, so international entries welcome, and second and third prizes are open to you. If I get over 40 entries, I will do a fourth prize. As I say, I think I said that already. Yeah, if I get over 40 entries, I will do a fourth prize. That's open internationally as well, and yeah, I haven't quite decided what that's going to be yet. So I hope you all raise a glass. I've got the boss mug. Yeah, so that is it, and big thanks to all of you who watch my drivel. Yeah, have fun with this. Don't be intimidated by other people and what they create. You do something that you want to do, and I'll be back later in a week, 10 days or so, with some examples of what you could do for your entry. Closing date, not mentioned that, have I? Closing date, giving you a long lead time on this because I'm aware that there are a lot of giveaways and a lot of challenges going on at the moment, but obviously the 22nd of April is an important date for me, which is why I'm launching this giveaway today. But the closing date is 15 weeks away, which is August the 12th. So it gives people on the other side of the globe time to get an entry posted off and for me to receive it. So I've kept you long enough. Lots of drivel. Yeah, I might go and have a glass of something stronger now, but you take care, everybody, and I look forward to receiving some entries. Bye now.